Hi, this is a short video about how to create a CMake project on Visual Studio Code. I will show you how to write a CMake file and how to run and debug your project using the Visual Studio Code and CMake project. That would be fun. Let's start. I will open the terminal, and that's also good if we could see what is going on in our project folder here. I will go then to my C++ project. Okay, cool. Go to this folder, and I will make some directory named CMake project 0. That would be our first project. And I will also add some other subdirectories here. For example, source, also include, and also I will add another directory named test, and it should be here. Okay, cool. Now just make sure that you have installed already the VS Code. You will be able to run the Visual Studio Code in that directory by going there and calling code.dot, and that's it. Here it is. We have created our project. We have some empty directories now, and to start, I will add a main.cpp here. That would be a very simple C++ project. To beginning with that, I will just create a very short printf function. I will include the stdio lib. Also, I will include the std lib. Okay, I forgot the parentage here. What happened? Okay. And then I will call my main function. That would just be a simple printf, which we call this is the first project. Okay, cool. And then return 0. Perfect. Okay. Now, how to add a CMake file to this project and how to call and debug the code. To do that, we first make sure that you have installed some necessary packages here. You will find basically all of the things I'm saying here in the VS Code help page. Get started with CMake tools on Linux. I will show you very briefly. You will make sure that you have the C++ extension installed. Also, you have to make sure that you have the CMake tools installed already, and the CMake should be installed here. And also, you have to make sure that you have installed the CMake and Make to make sure that you have already available everything in your machine. Just make sure that you have a CMake. You can just check the installation by calling the version here. Yeah, I have the version 3.16. Also, make sure that you have Make installed here. Yeah, I have also the Make version 4.2. And also make sure that you have the GCC, which is the C++ compiler installed, and I have it here. Okay, perfect. Now let's start. go back to our Visual Studio Code. Here, I will open this. Okay, cool. Now let's make sure that everything is fine. To do that, the shortcut is Control Shift P. And if you press that Control Shift P, you can search for uh, CMake and just search for quick start. Yes. Enter a name for your new project. If you wanna empty, escape or cancel. Okay. I will name is CMP0. Create a library. Okay, cool. It created already many things here. That's even better than I expected. Okay, then delete this at the moment. We don't need that. It already created the CMake file for us. I will delete this build configuration at the moment also, just to go step by step to have a better understanding of that. The CMake file. Okay. The first one shows that what is actually the version of the CMake file. I would say that it is better if you uh, always rise up your expectation, and I would say that I always start with version 3.10. This is the minimum version, and as you see, I had already the 3.16 version installed in my machine. Now you can name your project, which is CPM0, and set a version to that. We don't need to do test at the moment, just delete that. And then add library. I would like just to delete all these and add my own CMake file. That would be more fun. The first one for me would be include directories, which, as you can see, I added the include directory here. It will understand now my include. Let's delete this. My include directory. Then I will add another keyword, which is the file, and I will tell to that where is my source file. That would be good because in future when I add more and more C files, then I can add all of them to a variable named sources, which is global, and it will have access to all of them. Then I will also add an executable for my compiled file and name it test.exe. That should be fine, and it requires the sources. Also, one cool thing is that I can tell where to put this exe file. I can tell that take the current path of my CMake directory, which is here, go one folder back and put the exe file in the test folder. That's it. I think for now it's enough, but one more thing is that we can always use the set command here and add our sources like this if we have some sources, but for the moment that should be fine. I would like just to add some comments here to know what each of these commands do, and here, and that's it. Cool. Now let's go back to our configuration wizard. To make sure that everything is working, we are working with Ctrl Shift P, which is really cool. And first, just clean quick start I show you, it will create a CMake project by default, but we don't like that. Then we go to the select variant. Here it will show you which kind of version you need to create a CMake. You want to debug your project, you want to just directly release that, minimal size release, and minimal and release with deb info. I would choose the debug at the moment. And you will see here that it will create a CMake variant, which is in debug mode, the GCC, the build, and the test exe should be fine. Now, again, I will press Ctrl+Shift+P and just configure my CMake file. That's it. Everything is fine. And if you see here, if I can delete and show what is going on here, Ctrl+Shift+P. If I configure, you will see that it creates a build folder here and basically test everything. It is fine. I can show you again. Yes, that's okay. If you wanna make sure that everything is cleaned and rebuilt from the beginning, just select that option. Yes. And you'll see that everything is done here. The debug mode was set. The building was done here. It added the executable to my test folder, named it test exe, and the build target was finished here. And you'll see all the updates here. Here is the test exe, here is the source, here is the include. We will later work on that, and this is the build folder. Now let's go one step more. And now we want to debug our code. If I just call the debug, that's better if I put a pointer here. Yes, that's it. And just Ctrl+Shift+P and debug. You will see that there is a shortcut for that, which is Ctrl+F5, but yeah, let's select it. Oops, it stopped here. And now we have some keywords here. This will run through the project, step over, step in, and step out. And it will be restart by pressing Ctrl+Shift+F5. And now if I just press F10, it will one step forward, and that's it. So if you go to the output console, you will see what is going on. If you go to the terminal, you will see that that is the output of our project. One cool thing here is that now we are in the terminal. We have direct access to the terminal, which is cool. You will see that all the folders are here. If I move to the test and just call our test exe, you'll see that. I think that's good for the first example of our project, and in the next video, I will add more details to our project and make our CMake file more complicated and to handle a little bit complicated project. That's it. See you soon. Bye. Thanks for watching.